I'm a writer, not a speaker. That's what I do. So be patient with me. An open challenge to Luis Farrakhan from a white lady. Justice or else? Dear Mr. Farrakhan, there are many things going on in the world today that I do not understand. I am hoping you can clarify things for me. You say you want justice. For whom? Michael Brown, a thug who was more interested in his next high than his own life or the life of a police officer? A thug who had just robbed a store and assaulted another American? Michael Brown got what he deserved. And that is the sad truth of the matter. This Black Lives Matters movement is a non-movement. Until they decide to accept responsibility for their actions, go into these gang-ridden neighborhoods, shut down the black-on-black violence. 93% of all violence against young black males is perpetrated by young black males. Instead of getting up in a black Christian church, quoting the Quran, and calling on 10,000 men to be willing to die in the service of killing the white slave masters, maybe you need to send that million-man march out into the middle of these inner cities where black men are slaughtering each other. Maybe you need to realize that the only people that are enslaving you is the welfare state being run by people like Obama. There are no slaves. There are no slave owners alive today. It is time to accept responsibility for your actions, not blaming the specter of some long-dead white man whose name you do not even know. You are calling for the jihad of white people, any white people, as long as the color of their skin is lighter than yours. That is the prerequisite for murdering them. So much for Islam being the religion of peace. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would be spinning in his grave if he could have heard your speech. The content of one's character never even crossed your mind. You were so completely consumed by your hatred for white people that you were blind to the truth. You were in a Christian church and you were throwing pagan ideology of Islam in the face of Jesus Christ. You were calling for brutality against your fellow man in a place of sanctuary, peaceful reflection, and prayer. October 10th, 2015, you have called on a million-man march on Washington, D.C. You have directed these million men to remove all American flags from the capital city. You have called on 10,000 men out of the 10,000 men out of the million to commit murder and be willing to die. Mr. Farrakhan, why are you inciting this criminal activity? Why are you inciting others to incite a race war? If you hate white people so badly, be sure you are the one to spill the first drop of blood. Do not order these young men to act on your words, actions that you do not believe enough in to act on by yourself. Woo! I will be in Washington, D.C. on October 10th, 2015. I will be there to protect the honor of those flags, to make sure not a single one of them comes down. I have very fair skin, Mr. Farrakhan, but do not let the color of my skin fool you. I am part Cherokee and part Creek Muskogee Indian. Think about that between now and then. How many white people will you kill who are not totally white? Or does that even matter to you as long as they look white? Will that be close enough? I pray for you, Mr. Farrakhan, and your followers. I pray that you find peace somewhere inside your soul. I pray your followers see the error of your ways and do not march on Washington, D.C. with the evil intent in their heart. May God's will be done. Miss Brandi K.